Hello everyone. It is Charlotte here. Welcome to my home. It is a cloudy day today. One of those days where it doesn't seem to know if it wants to rain or drizzle or just make you miserable. I am beginning a new Artymaze design team project. And I went ahead and started it. I'm not completely sure I know what it is I am doing. I will put the name of this kit in the description box down below. It is, well, it's roses and lots of beautiful roses. Part of the kit is very muted colors. Other parts are really bright pink roses. My computer decided it didn't want to do what I wanted it to do. Not the computer, but the printer. And so my papers are a little bit more muted, plus I did coffee tea dye them. So make sure that you check this kit out because it's gorgeous. Now, it might give you a better view. I mean, look at those roses. Come on, guys. You know, everything with me lately seems to be pink roses, which is out of my wheelhouse, so to speak, but I am having so much fun with them. But that you get muted pages in the kit, and then you get pages with just these beautiful, beautiful pink roses. I mean, look at this. Come on, Andrea does such a pretty job. And when I was wondering what I wanted to do, I thought, well, I've been doing roses, as you know, by the little mini journals. Look at this. Lined paper, along with, you've got, it looks like the doors on a terrace, chocolate shop, and then you've got your lined pages. And then I did coffee dye, tea dye, and look at that. I mean, just really pretty. So make sure you hop over and give Andrea some love. There's some large tags. You can see, look at that. Look at that beautiful white rose with the pink center. And then there's corner pieces, and there are pocket pieces, and lots of these pretty pieces here. I'm not real sure what we're going to do with these. They'd make great booklets. They would make great if you wanted to use these like this. You could have a pocket, turn your page over and have another pocket. So there is that. I mean, the ideas are endless. Here's a couple page corner pockets. And I'm thinking that's what we're going to do today. That really is the next step that I'm going to show you what I am going to be doing. And then, of course, there's beautiful envelopes. Look at that. I mean, really, come on. If this showed up in your mailbox, you would just think you put your crown on because you're queen for a day. Look at that. Yeah. And then there is a few pages like this. So I'm excited to use this kit. And then on top of all of that, there is tickets, stamps, tabs. Look at that. Yeah, so pretty. So this is what we are going to work on. We're going to get this done. I don't know how much we'll do today, but what am I going to create with this? Well, this is what we're going to create. We are going to create a journal slash planner. And I chose this color because this color is absolutely gorgeous. I think this is called Raisin. Absolutely gorgeous with pink. Look at that. Beautiful with blue. Just pretty. And the muted colors, look, could you be prettier than that? There's some, it pulls out some of this color in here. Anyway, I went ahead and I cut pages, and I used the tool that does the holes, and I don't know if these are going to stay in this order, but and then depending upon how thick this gets, right now there's a lot of room. So depending upon how thick this gets with tags, lace, whatever we decide that we want to put in here, we have a great tuck space here. We've got pockets here. I can add to this. So yeah, but we're gonna work on this. And what I did is I went ahead and created a pocket right here. And we've got a fold out here, so you've got extra journal space. And then in between these pages, I went ahead and put like planner pages you've got to do, and then you've got pages that you can jot down whatever ideas. I left some of these pages full. I mean, come on, tell me, is that not beautiful? Look at that. I mean, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So we may put some ribbon in here, some lace in here. I'm not real sure yet. These should be 2 to 3 pages. In between, we've got the lined paper, and then look at how pretty that is. Really, really pretty. So I just want to say thank you, Andrea, because you did it again. Beautiful muted. The to-do list should be about 2 pages. And the graph page, look at this. See what I mean? See how really, really pretty that is. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to add our pockets, and then look at this. This was out in 110-degree heat. I don't know how this picked up this gorgeous modeling from the coffee and the tea dyed. But this is what we are going to work with, and I think I left this, yeah, because this is so, so pretty. Look at that. She did beautiful, beautiful collage. Just stunning. And I think this as a planner / journal, because it can be either, is going to be incredible when it's completed. So we're going to play with this, and then there was this tag here, and I wanted to use it that way to get journal on the other side. And then this, I left this, I just folded this over so that if you decide or I decide to create a pocket out of this, we'll just put some glue down here at the bottom, and we'll have a beautiful pocket at the top, and then there's an area there and a place there for a pen. So yeah, this is what we are going to be thinking about. I don't know if this is in the way, just in case. I noticed in the last video it was. The lighting, like I mentioned, it's pretty poor today, so please, please forgive me. I had a piece of pattern paper, and I thought I would use that to line these pockets, because these pockets, I just printed them out on standard copy paper, and I think if they're going to get a lot of use, they really do need to be reinforced. So that is what we are going to do here today. We're going to reinforce these. That's what I am going to work on. And I just thought, in case you might be interested in coming along, I turned the camera on. Now, I think probably the most important place to reinforce this, obviously, is going to be the area up here where you're taking your tags in and out. And so that is what I want to concentrate on. And I want to thank everybody for your comments. You know I love your comments, and you know I like to answer your comments. I've been pretty slow doing that lately because I've been so busy. There's a lot going on. I took my mom think it was Friday, took her to lunch at Carrabba's. That is a restaurant chain, if any of you know about that. Was delicious. She had a sangria, which she loved, and we had a really, really nice lunch. And let's see what else. I feel like I had so much to tell you, and of course I didn't jot it down. I should have, but I didn't. Sky's doing really, really well. And I was thinking, a couple of you wrote me in the comments, yeah, Sky should have her own channel, but I'm trying to think, what would Sky do? I think maybe when the weather gets cooler, that idea might be really nice, but I think for right now, it's so hot to take her out and do anything with her. She gets 2 walks a day, but you know, just to go out and play or that sort of thing, it's so hot and humid. So I am thinking about that. I can make Sky a little starlet. So if we used this, and then this is our actual fold. So while this dries, because I'm going to have to put the holes in it to be able to put it in the binder, it's going to need the holes, but that's much better because this is going to get used right here. And so yeah, let's do, I think I've got 2 or 3 that need to be done. See if I can get one more out of here. And I did bring an envelope. Look at how pretty this is. So we'll get 2 of the pinks done. Let's see, will this work? Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have to decide if I'm going to sew around these. Obviously, I'm going to have to sew before I put them in the book. Well, no, I don't either. Yeah, well, yeah, I do. Because once they're down, I will be sewing the pocket closed if I stitch it after it's in the book. So I'm going to have to decide if I want to go ahead and do like a running stitch. We're going to come back and probably collage on many of these pages, see if we can get into our scraps, see what we've got. And I'm thinking I might pull the lace out because I think I want you to see lace on the top of this book and on the side and the bottom. I think that'd be really nice. Maybe a lot of charms. Make it something very special. I heard from I think 2 of my index card winners, so I'm happy about that. Oh, I did want to say that if I go a few days without answering the comments, please just bear with me. It's because there's a lot going on. We have a family member. I don't want to get into anything that's depressing, but we have a family member that's in the hospital on a ventilator, sick with COVID. So, been worried about her, and you know, there's just stuff happening, just normal everyday stuff that happens to people, and it just is what it is. You know, we all have our own thing going on, and I just call it life. It is what it is, and so I had to drop out of, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I was doing the 52 tags handmade. And a month ago, I just was I'm a month behind, and I just said, you know what? I just can't. So as much as I didn't want to give it up, I had to. I made the decision. I'm not going to try to keep up. I just couldn't. And so I had to let that go. And I did. And it's okay. Do I miss it? Yeah, I really do. I do miss it. It was a whole lot of fun. And, but it stressed me out. And that's no fun. If you're going to get stressed out, what then is the point? So I had to let it go. And I'm enjoying looking at what people are doing. And part of me is wishing I still were. But, last Friday put me 5 weeks behind. And I just said, if I sat down and did nothing but that, I could catch up. But I can't sit down and do nothing but that. So I just said goodbye to it. I said goodbye, and I'm not going to worry about it. Other things, when you make your commitments, I wish I could do everything. I am impressed with people that do all these different challenges and all these different things, and I don't know how they do it all, but I can't, and I'm all right with it. So, not doing the tags anymore. I still am doing my monthly, there was a group on YouTube, on Facebook, where we do a couple journal pages every month, and it's a swap. I am doing that, and I'm going to stay with that. I'm doing my index cards, and I am doing 2 of the design team projects, and that really is about all I can do. So I'm happy, and hopefully there'll be some kind of a sewing something next year, and I just will pay attention to what I get myself into. I really want to start a Christmas snippet, and that was another thing about the snippets. What had happened is when I did the snippet, that long, beautiful snippet roll, months ago. I think, you know what? I think it may have been last year. And I gave it to my friend. Yeah, it was last year because I gave it to her for Christmas. Somebody had left me a note in the comments that said, it's not a snippet if it doesn't have words. And I thought, words or a word. And I thought, boy, that's kind of odd, because I heard before the expression, can you hand me a snippet of lace? I mean, I've actually heard somebody speak like that. So I thought, well, or I'm going to give you a little snippet of information. So I thought, well, how, that just doesn't go hand in hand. But then, sometimes we say something in this country that somebody in another country uses different terminology, or depending upon where you grew up, how you grew up, there's different terms for different things. And so I didn't take it seriously. I thought it was interesting, but it didn't bother me that somebody said, well, that's really not a snippet because it doesn't have any words. To me, it was a snippet. And then, so what I did is I went to Webster's, of course, dictionary, and I looked up the meaning of the word snippet. And it is in my comments on my last post. But it means like tiny things. So you could have a snippet of lace, and it wouldn't have to have a word. But then it went on to say that it is basically words. So both ways are right. And then somebody else had commented that the rules change all the time, and they do. I mean, words that I grew up with, you don't use today, and words that words that described something when I was growing up describe something else today. You know, things just change. So I think a snippet is whatever you want the snippet to be. And I don't care. You know, if I take layers of lace and I pile them up, or I take layers of paper and I want to call it a paper snippet or a lace snippet, that's what it is. And so in the words of Tim Holtz, you do you and don't worry about it. So yeah, I don't think there's any snippet police out there. So it's just all about whatever. Okay, what do we want to do? We've got 4 of these, so let's put these in our book. And see, let's get this folded over. I'm looking out the window and it's getting really dark. Getting darker, I should say. I was really hoping we could go swimming, but I don't know. So we've got these 4. Now is when I have to decide, do I want to take a stitch along there? And I really don't think it's going to matter. So I'm going to say no, I'm not going to take a stitch. Because what I could do later, if I wanted to, is put some trim. So let's see in this beautiful planner where we want these pockets to go. Let's check this out. Okay, we do have a pocket on here. I don't want any pockets on here. So I don't want a pocket in there, but I could put a pocket here. And I could use muted because this is pretty bright, and there's muted on this side. So of the 2 that are muted, ooh, that would be really pretty. Ooh, I like that. We are going to have to trim this just the littlest bit. Let's take this out. Put this off to the side. And I know I put this down here like this. Oh, that's so pretty. I will need to trim this about right here. I could put holes in it, but we don't have to. Trim this about like that. Oh, that's really pretty. So let's do that. Let's get the glue. Glue this on 3 sides. So we are going to glue it here. So we get our glue on. I am just going to have to take I have a book from Bella's Vintage Notebook, a journal, and it is what I use usually to keep my notes in. I've got it right here. I can show it to you in just a second. And I need to keep a running. I am really bad at lists. I am really bad at. I went out last Friday. I did go out for lunch and I did go out for breakfast. I went out for breakfast with Dana and she gave me, I should have brought it up here, I'll have to bring it to in the next video. She gave me a planner because I am so bad with dates. I'm awful. And I'm a procrastinator too, so that doesn't make it any better. So we've got this beautiful pocket right there. So that doesn't make it any better. That doesn't fall in my favor. And you know, I keep saying, oh, you need to make lists. You know, I know that, but then I don't. And I really have to get better at it. So doesn't that look pretty? So we've got 3 more of these corner pockets. So let's see. Do we want one in here? This really, if I put one in here, it's really going to put these close to the front. And I have other things that I could place, although this would go well with this one, wouldn't it? So maybe, let's put this in here. Yeah, let's do that. And I have that book right here, so I will get it out and show you, but it, you know, it's a matter of, okay, you know you need to do it, but, you know, then you forget that you need to write in it, so it doesn't get written in. And I really, really need to do a better job. But it's perfect for just jotting my thoughts down. And the closer we get to fall, when things start getting really busy, the more I need that. So we will get these in and I think call it a day. But it gives you an idea of what I'm doing. What I thought I would do for the next project. And then I've got my medieval mirage papers picked out for that project. So that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we've got roses. So maybe we'll come back towards the back and see. So we don't have all our pockets up front, that style pocket up front. So we started from the front, now let's start in the back and see where we're going, what we are doing. Probably is about time for a pocket. Maybe we'll put one right there. See if I can do this without getting it out. Taking it out. And I've already cut this one, so let's do that. See if that works. And if you didn't want to put glue right there, you could use this as a tuck. Andrea has made it so that you've got options. And I like the fold because it just gives you extra space when you've got the sides that fold in. It's almost like a gusset. It's not technically a gusset, but it gives you more space to put more into. And I think we'll come back and probably do some type of lace, something on these, just to soften it up. So we've got that. So pretty, pretty. I think the nice thing about this is you can always take the pages out. You fill it up, take them out, replace them with something new, add to it. I have no idea yet what I'm going to do on the front. I am thinking of putting something on the front that's going to be removable. In other words, keep the integrity of the book and have this lace-like cover that can be taken off. So that is an idea that's kind of being mulled around in my head. So we'll see. Okay, there is one. So we need to find a place for this one. And I am thinking, do I want it inside of here? Will it make this too thick then? No, I think let's go ahead. We are really curling up, but that's okay. We're dry, but we're curling up, guys. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do want to use the paper tabs, and I also want lace tabs. Get this down, hold this in place just for a few seconds. Make sure that we're down. And then, excuse my reach, you can see we can get our it'll go. It's just thin, it needs a backing. And I'm afraid to stick it down too far because I don't want to catch the glue. But this will go and be gorgeous, just gorgeous. So I think that is what we are going to do with this today. And I think I'm going to call it quits, but I will show you the planner that I'm talking, or the journal I'm talking about. I did pull an envelope because I thought I might go ahead. Isn't that pretty? I was thinking maybe one of these. These tags here might be just gorgeous. Look at that. Yes. I'd have to do a little bit of collaging to get it to fit. There's one more pocket there. We do want to put that in. But I think I could also use one of these. Look at that. Oh, guys, look at that. That inside this envelope would be beautiful, so I think we're going to do that. I do have the shutters, but I don't think it's anywhere near as pretty. I think that in there is going to be pretty, but you know what? We forgot this. Let's put this in here. Let's use that and get that in here. And we will put this towards the back. Well, I still have to do that, so let's put this away. Sorry about that. Totally forgot. Have to put a backing on it. So meanwhile, before I let you go, I've got this journal here, which is really, really great for keeping all kinds of ideas. So I've enjoyed that. I just need to keep it with me so that when something's going on, I can use it. You can see I'm going to have to. I'm out of glue, so this is a good place to stop, guys. That is it. I don't think this is not going to make it. So, okay, that's it for today, and I will catch you in the next video, and we will just keep going. Take care, everyone. Be safe, and thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.